Hi, my name is Addison Alexander, and this is my speech on civility and freedom of expression titled Gray. I say, kill them all, a middle schooler shouts. The middle schoolers surrounding him roar in disapproval. I simply note the observation, along with their dialogue of heaven and hypothetical puppies. I'm conducting an experiment designed to observe how age and morality affects civility within speech. In other words, I'm trying to answer a question. Can and should freedom of expression and civility coexist? Within my experiment, I have two groups, middle schoolers and high schoolers, who are presented with a moral dilemma that is as follows. You are doctors at a hospital. You have 6 gravely ill patients, 5 of whom require organ transplants. The 6th patient needs medicine to live and is an organ donor. If he or she dies, the other 5 patients may live. What do you do? I noticed in my observations that the effect of age upon eagerness to lead was very predominant. The younger participants inserted themselves into this discussion readily and fully. In contrast, each high schooler was heard, but none grappled for the spotlight. This led to the most striking and useful result. Strong rhetoric in a positive direction leads to more decisive action within groups. I based this result on the central finding. The middle schoolers came to a direct conclusion, and the high schoolers did not. The 4-person group of high schoolers was split down the middle. They took an extra minute of discussion and still could not concede to the others' points. The middle schoolers, however, used excitement to lead the others into all agreeing. This led me to wonder, does absolute civility hinder decision-making, or does overpowering rhetoric lead to forced unanimous decisions? The boisterous middle school discussions were not inherently hostile. They just led the other middle schoolers in directions that they may not have gone. I have used the information that I gathered from my experiment to further evaluate and question topics of free speech. It has always been my opinion that insulting speech fails, and that empathetic and holistic listening are always better to learn and debate. Regular debate with insulting speech can lead to ad hominem arguments, and eventually an us against them mentality. I believe that the us against them mentality is sourced in the fact that humans find solace in the word we. Birds of a feather flock together. My high schoolers that had similar opinions were quick to speak for each other. But the pack mentality can lead to belittling more often than empathizing. I gain all of my opinions from the fact that I believe all humans deserve respect. However, if a human perpetuates suffering, I believe that that human does not require respect. In any situation where death is discussed as if it's a political topic, urgent rhetoric is vital. Civility goes out the window. Life may require middle school-like boldness. There is no half and half when it comes to human lives. Holocaust survivor and Nobel Peace Prize winner Elie Wiesel said, "There may be times when we are powerless to prevent injustice, but there must never be a time when we fail to protest." I believe that the balance of free speech and civility comes to the tipping point when one must choose. Will he or she decide to be civil, to try to learn from those around him or her? Or will he or she decide to be boisterous, to pick up a torch and enact change as quickly as possible? I believe that the answer is not always black and white, but I know the danger of remaining gray.